Hey everyone, we are in the third part of this introduction to shadow work journaling, and today we are gonna talk about aligning. So the two first part of this, let's say, healing tool that I am personally using and that I teach in my different programs and in my private session is first of all learn how to connect to yourself, how to connect to your inner child, how to connect to that part of you, how what to do when you are feeling that you are completely disconnected from your needs, completely disconnected from your heart, completely disconnected from your dreams, and completely disconnected from basically everything that is actually make you. The second part was reframing how we transform all those memories, all those traumas, all those time in our experience, or sometimes not in our experience, that are blurring our vision, that are changing our belief system, that are impacting the way we are seeing the world and the way that we are seeing ourselves. And the third part of this reparenting process is aligning. How do we align to what is actually inside of us? Because what inside of us was pure at the beginning, like when in the time when we were just souls, it's all one, it's all already planned, it's all already sure. We already know what we are when we are those souls like that are in the fifth plane. We are just okay. I know what I want. I know what I am experiencing. I know what I want to experience. I know what I'm going to learn. And then we come on Earth, and then suddenly belief system, fear, ego mind, and we are completely disconnected to what we want. Same when you are a children. If you experienced neglect, codependency, or abuse, you probably have some distortions when it comes to your belief and when it comes to the vision that you have of yourself and the vision that you have of a dream. That's when the distortion happen between 0 and 7, because of what we are experiences, because of what surrounds us, because of what kind of family dynamic we actually have, and what kind of education our parents or caregivers are actually giving to us. So depending on that, you might have um, an alternate vision of yourself. You might find yourself not worthy, not deserving, broken. You might find yourself not even connecting to your needs because you spend your time spending your energy outside of yourself, trying to do people pleasing, trying to perform to get love and attention or to survive. And by doing that repeatedly and being in this survival mode, when you had to take care of your parents or take care of your brothers and sisters, or if you grow up in traumatic situation, if you grow up in a like in country in war, your nervous system, your body, every and your mind, everything is in survival mode. You don't know how to feel safe, you don't know how to actually be connected to what you want. So now the way it manifests in your current reality is that you don't remember how to actually take care of yourself. So you are leaking energy outside of this relationship, and you are probably recreating this pattern of codependency with others. And it when it happens like this, you are probably seeking for somebody else to tell you what you like. And when you take the time, uh, let's for example in the morning, if you take the time for 2 seconds to be like, okay, what do I want, what do I need, it might actually take you a lot of time to understand what you want and what you need, because you haven't been used to ask that part of you what is needed. And that's something for me in the beginning of my journey, when my different therapist and my different coach told me, but you just connect to yourself and see what you need. I was yeah, that sounds like a perfect idea, but I have no idea what I want and what I need, because I haven't been connected to that part of myself that knows. So I spend like lots of time wondering, is that what I like, or am I doing that because somebody told me that I was supposed to like it, or because um, that's everything that I've done since then, and I don't know what else exists. So if that's you, um, you are probably gonna enjoy the reparenting process, and you are probably gonna um, need to do the same work as I did, which is connecting, reframing, aligning, connecting to yourself, reframing the lies, reframing the limiting beliefs, reframing the traumas, reframing everything that saves you, and teach yourself that you can actually take care of yourself, be yourself, connect to your needs, and realize your dreams. Um, so for the aligning part, once I'm just gonna recall quickly how connecting and reframing work. So I usually use this while I journal, but it's not an obligation. It can be used in a meditation as well. But when I'm journaling, when I'm feeling like I need to vent a lot, like I have a lot on my plate, and I just want to get things out of me, and I feel like my inner child actually needs connection. That if I, for example, want to jump on something that is actually not good for me, it means that my inner child is actually seeking for something else, and that I just have to listen, and I just have to answer to what it needs, what they need. So for that, I use journaling. I just connect to myself, I close my eyes, I ask to be guided to my inner child, I go inside of that emotion that is actually within me. I connect to that emotion, and I connect to the first time that I felt it as a child. And when it's done, when I can feel what my inner child is actually feeling, when I can touch that part of myself that is shrink, that need help, that need love and affection and attention, I understand what is the situation, and I reframe it. So let's say that I am connecting to an experience, to an old moment of neglect. I am just going to repair what happened by visualizing, like creating a visualization of what else might happen. If my inner child is feeling unsafe, how can I be the one who is actually going to reassure that inner child? How am I going to be the parent that my inner child never had? So when this reconnection is done, because sometimes we can be so disconnected from ourselves that this inner child is not even able to see us, to know who we are. So once this is done, when I reframe, when I became that parent, when you are taking that time to take care of that poor child that wants your affection and your love, you're gonna align. So what from that empowered space that you are now experiencing, what are you going to do? What your inner child want to do? And sometimes it's to be honest, most of the time what I'm experiencing, it's play. My inner child wants just to play. Like this is there is no inner child that actually wants something else, like going to art gallery and watching paintings. No, no. The inner child want to play, and it just want to play with you. It's that joyful part of your energy that actually just want to enjoy and have fun. So when I'm doing this reframing, and after when it's time to align, I'm just asking that inner child, what do you want to do? What can we do now? And if this inner child want to play, we play. If they want to go and have a meal, that's what we do. And I'm just imagining, creating this visualization. So when you reframe this, when you empower your memory, when you are no longer the victim of that situation that you experienced when you were a kid because you didn't have the choice, when you are big enough, when you are big enough to actually be that parent, this inner child is willing to change and to do something else, and you are no longer stuck in that old memory that no longer exists anyway. So just go on with that visualization. Notice what you want to do. Notice the progress. Notice how the energy around you is actually changing when you are connecting to those desires. And after, as a follow up to this alignment, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna imagine this situation in a reality now. You're gonna take that playful energy, like that playfulness, and you're gonna use it as an experience in your reality. So it can be doing something creative, it can be go on a walk, it doesn't matter. But like once you are connected to that playfulness energy, how are you gonna use it in your life? What are you gonna do from that place of game, that energy? What do you want to do after you just reframe that experience? And that's how you align your reality with the resolution of your trauma or your experience. What can you do now that you couldn't do back then? What did you need it back then and you couldn't have it? And how are you going to give it to yourself now? Know that you are feeling better. How can you use that energy to create a new activity, a new reality, to be your own source of creation? How are you going to use that creative energy? And once you got this, once you know, you have the answer on how you're going to be that parent for yourself, basically. That's all your inner child is asking to you. And once you do that, you are no longer being in that codependency, you are no longer being in that neglect. You are no longer abandoning yourself and accepting unhealthy relationships or unsafe or any situation that actually is not good for you. And that's what I teach more precisely in the Love is the First Step program. In 12 weeks, that's actually what is taking part. We are reframing all those wounds that keep you trapped in unhealthy relationships. And you have, if you are not into group programs and you are more connected to private programs, that's exactly also what I do in my healing sessions. So that's what we do. We are reconnecting yourself to your truth. That's something that you might do on your own, but if you want and if you need help, here I am. I am here to serve you on this journey. I am here to be there with you and to reconnect yourself to you like I did for me. And like I am super happy to teach you now and to give you this ability to actually follow up on your joy. So let me know if you need more information. I will post everything just below and I will talk to you soon.